Well, I just wanted to share my testimony. God's put it on my heart to share it, so I have to be obedient. Alright, so about a month ago, I was set free from cocaine, weed, alcohol, porn, suicidal thoughts, and in my opinion, worst of all, religion. But I had lost very important people in my life, like my grandmother, my nana, my papa, and doing what I always do, I bottled up my emotions. Instead of getting it off my chest, I bottled it up and it ate me alive to the point to where I was just numb to everything. Not too long after that, I just quit my job, and when I did that, I slowly fell into a deep depression. And the drugs that I was on wasn't cutting it anymore. So I tried ending my life via overdose and came really, really close. I mean, every time stomach acid would even start to settle on my stomach, I was throwing it up. I lost my vision. I couldn't see anything past right here. So that was scary, but I ended up surviving that. Fast forward just a little bit, my daughter's mother ended up praying that it be revealed to her what I was doing, because she was aware I was on something. She said she thought I was on meth. Luckily, I wasn't. But she basically gave me the choice, drugs or us, and then I ended up choosing, obviously, my family. After that decision, I had completely quit cold turkey and experienced 4 days of very bad withdrawals. I basically slept almost 4 days almost straight. I was also going through my garden, watering everything, and God basically told me, you have a choice. You know how you see the commercials with the devil on one shoulder, the angel on the other? Well, one of them was I could have anything I wanted, materialistic women, money, drugs, anything I could think of, right? But God said that's going to lead to death. He said, or you can have your family and a future that words cannot comprehend, and it's obvious which one I chose. And he was not lying. I was not prepared for the spiritual warfare aspect of stuff. So after I'd completely quit, I ended up still wanting to take my own life, and I was laying in bed, I think a few days before I had went to church. I just had the worst, like, heaviest feeling on me. Like, I felt like there's no reason for me to be here. And I salivated over putting my Glock in my mouth. And I felt every fiber in my body reach for that gun. Like, it's almost quite literally like I was not controlling myself. And I got about halfway to grabbing it, and all I could see was and think was what would happen if my daughter walked in, because she would walk in on that, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So on June 15th, 2025, I'd always been kind of reluctant to go to that kind of church because they speak in tongues, you know, all that. And I was like, that's demonic. Oh, I don't know nothing about that. That's not for me. And I was wrong. But I went there, and it was like the hardest. Quite literally, it felt like I was having a heart attack from the conviction, God getting a hold of my heart. So that day, I gave it all back to the Lord, and I haven't had a single craving to do any of the old things that I used to. Not only that, I have felt higher than I have ever been in my entire life. If there's anybody that is dealing with suicidal thoughts, going through drug addiction, porn, anything like that, I want to let you know you're not alone. Talk to somebody. If you don't have somebody to talk to, find me. I'm on Facebook. I'm not hard to find. Reach out to me, and I will do my very best to pray for you, pray with you, and help you through this, because what I felt, without a doubt, I did not make it through. Danny died throughout those days. The only reason I'm here is because of God, there, without a doubt. I made it through that so that way I would be able to help other people going through the exact same thing. And I know it sucks now, it hurts now, but it's not worth it. You are beautifully and wonderfully made in the image of God, and you matter. So please talk to somebody.